Hello, lousagatov here with the April 2024 real estate market report for Northern Virginia. But before I jump into this, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you like this information, it helps out my algorithm. So what's going on in the marketplace? Before we jump into the numbers, let's talk about the overall market. Interest rates are not going down the way people thought they were going to go down at this time of year. One of the things that's counterintuitive is house prices keep going up and sales get pushed up. So the counterintuitive element in here is high interest rates, low volume creates demand, and it's pushing the house prices up. And that we're going to see that as we look at the numbers here in Northern Virginia. So let's jump into the numbers. Arlington, Virginia, 90 homes sold in April. The average price was $1,438,000, 12 days on the market, and the average closing price over list price was 103.6%. Vienna, Virginia, let me pull my screen up. Vienna had 43 homes sold. Average sales price was $1,529,000, 26 days on the market, and the average closing price over list price percentage-wise was 103.7%, very close to Arlington itself. And the Northern Virginia region, so that takes in all of Northern Virginia. And so 437 homes sold in the region. The average sales price was $1,149,000, 14 days on the market, and the average percentage of closing versus list price was 103.3%. So what does that all mean in terms? It means basically that Northern Virginia continues to be a very hot real estate market. If you are a seller, the key here is to have your house 100% move-in ready and to price it correctly. So you price it based on the current comps, not on what you think you're going to get. If you price your house what you think you're going to get, it's not going to move. We're seeing that a lot in a number of houses that I'm looking at. There's a lot of beautiful, older 20-year-old houses that are priced the same as new construction. So the comps there, as far as if we're looking at square footage and things like that, are similar. But these older houses aren't move-in ready in that they're going to need work such as a paint job and the floors to be refinished just to bring them up to where they're going to be move-in ready. And some of those costs can be very expensive. The other element in here when pricing a house is we have to be cognizant of what the buyer really wants. And so we want to get the house ready for them to do that. Now, on the flip side, if you are a buyer, this is a very, very competitive market. You need to, first of all, have everything in order. You have to have your finances in order. You have to have your lender in order. You have to figure out what you're willing to give up going into a contract. So what does that mean? If you find a house that you're interested in, the typical things that we're going to look at is you're going to look at, are you going to do a home inspection? Well, first of all, what's the price? You're going to come in with the price. Second of all, are you going to do a home inspection or not do a home inspection? I like to do home inspections. Sometimes it's not possible. You have to talk to the seller and see what they're agreeable to. Sometimes we can do a pre-inspection before we place an offer. Second of all, we're going to be looking at, are we going to do a financing contingency and an appraisal? So depending on what your financing is, I don't think that's one thing that we normally take off the market, although some people will take that off the market if they feel they're strongly about it. People that are going in with the VA typically are going to request to go through the VA, use the VA addendum. And then third part of this is the escalation clause. Are you going to escalate the clause or escalate the price up to a point where you think you're willing to pay X amount of dollars over the price that you've offered. The escalation clause, there's a whole strategy on how to write the escalation clauses. I'll be glad to go over with you how to write them so they're written correctly and they protect you on all the different levels. So that's basically the April market report for Northern Virginia. May, where things are still moving quickly. It's a hot market, so you have to be just cognizant of where we are, make the best use of it. The question that's going to come up, are prices going to go down? Not likely. We've seen that Northern Virginia is really, really resilient as far as the overall national trends. And though we may be starting to see a national trend somewhere that prices are starting to drop, Northern Virginia, typically if prices do drop, they will bounce up fairly quickly. So if you have any questions about real estate in Northern Virginia, buying, selling, investing, or if you have any questions about building, I'm a custom builder, please feel free to get in touch with me, however you want to do it. Till then, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.